What is going on, everybody? It's the Fonz, and we're here for a Smackdown Live review for Smackdown for January 8, 2018. The first Smackdown Live of the new, the second Smackdown Live of the new year. The first one, of course, was last Tuesday on the first, a taped episode, which I did not review. Raw or Smackdown those 2 weeks because they were just not worth reviewing. Tonight, we had a really interesting start. Daniel Bryan just taking his evil vegan character to the next level. We had a #1 contenders match to determine who was going to face Asuka at the Royal Rumble. So, it started off with the show started off good, and then gave us a head-scratching ending. I'm just going to say that. But the show started off very well with Daniel Bryan being crazy and everything. We'll get to that in a second. One of the biggest problems with this show tonight was the fact that we have The Miz and Shane McMahon. Basically, we have a tag team title match at the Royal Rumble. And it's going to be The Bar versus The Miz and Shane McMahon. We had pretty much a last chance opportunity, or an opportunity for the Usos to face The Bar at the Royal Rumble, in which The Bar ended up winning due to outside distraction from one Mandy Rose. We'll get into that as we go. And then The Miz came down and challenged them, and The Bar accepted. So, where's the Good Brothers? Where's Gallows and Anderson? Where's Sanity? Where's the New Day? Where's the New Day? They haven't been seen this week, so why is it that these tag team division that has been just 3 tag teams since The Bar came over from Monday Night Raw last year? It's been 3 tag teams, and now we have a makeshift tag team of daddies, with daddy issues. So basically what you're telling me is Miz and Shane McMahon are going to win the tag team championships. We'll talk, I guess, about that when we get there. Rusev, I also want to say, for this show, showing a lot of intensity when he cut his promo on Shinsuke Nakamura, and the fact that this feud is definitely going absolutely nowhere. I fully expect Rusev versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship at the Royal Rumble. But SmackDown Live, on the whole, was a mixed bag. We had Rey Mysterio, Mustafa Ali versus Samoa Joe and Andrade Cien Almas. Right team won, right person got pinned. I'm just going to say that before we get into the results. This show had some good, this show had some bad, and this show had a head-scratching finish. This show, of course, in SmackDown has been majority of this time, if not all of 2018. As we move into 2019, same as before, this show has always seemed to be better than Monday Night Raw. Well, the 2-hour format does help out a lot, but it definitely helped out here for sure. But we have Daniel Bryan in the back. We start off, we get the the welcome to SmackDown Live, and then instead of having a promo in the ring or something in the ring, we go to the food court with fans and Daniel Bryan going absolutely insane and mocking WWE fans and AJ Styles. This was, I think, Daniel Bryan just taking his evil character, his evil veganness, and he's actually taking it to a whole new level. But he mocks the WWE Universe's consumerism and AJ Styles.
On a much-needed educational journey, you see this? This is what you people call a concession stand. But the only concessions being made are to your health and to your well-being. I mean, look at yourself. Look at the people next to you. Are you healthy? Are you happy? How do you feel after you eat this garbage? Do you know why you eat this? Do you know why? Because you're filling a void. Because your lives are so empty and vacuous that you just shove candy, you shove popcorn down your throats, and that is why you cheer AJ Styles. AJ Styles is exactly like, he's exactly like this guy.
So he just walks up to 2 guys who are sitting there at this little round table in the food court, just enjoying some food, and he just grabs this schlub's hot dog, like, hey, I'm just going to do what I want. I'm the WWE champion.
He's exactly like this hot dog. See them, they're choking down these toxic nitrates and chemicals the same way that they Do they leave empty? Do they leave with something worthwhile? No. They leave it empty, and they move on to something else.
And he just threw it in the guy's face. These guys are definitely out of his pants.
Like an extra large serving
So he walks to another guy who's obviously wearing an AJ Styles shirt and grabs his soda.
of high fructose corn syrup. Of course, slurped down with a plastic straw in a plastic cup that's choking the earth that we live on, one cup at a time.
And just throws it right on the man's stomach.
Let's continue the tour, shall we? Oh, the merchandise stand. The merchandise stand. Oh, okay, here we go. Hey, can I get a Yes Movement t-shirt? Just one Yes Movement t-shirt. Oh, that's right. There are no Yes Movement t-shirts. Because the Yes Movement is dead. I killed it. And one of the reasons I killed it, because I don't want to fill the earth with this toxic garbage. Oh, but look what there is. Look what there is. Lots of AJ Styles t-shirts, AJ Styles gloves. Oh, all to fill the void of your empty lives with this needless consumption. All to make AJ Styles feel that you actually care about it. Look at this trash. Look at it. Just plastic, useless garbage. It's
So he comes out to the crowd because he was up in the food court. He just comes out to the crowd.
I am out here changing the world. I am out here making the world a better place. But to create change, I need you people to change. You see, because all of these people, they're weak. They're submissive. They are impotent. Weak. Change it.
He's yelling at the crowd.
Submissive. Change it. Impotent. Change it. I am here changing the planet one person at a time. House of AJ Styles? I don't think so. Daniel Bryan is the WWE champion. The new Daniel Bryan is the WWE champion. AJ Styles fills a void for about 30 seconds. I will tear apart that void, and I will fill it with something meaningful.
As he busted up and ready, he got a sign in the crowd.
Something that you can be proud of. Unlike AJ Styles, I will fill this world with something that all of these children can be proud of. Impotent. Change it. You boo me, but I am changing the planet for the better, while all of you change it for the worse. Oh my God!
And out of nowhere came R-Truth, which stems from the Christmas Day edition of Smackdown Live, where R-Truth and Carmella came out as Truthy Claus, or Santa Claus, and his little elf. Daniel Bryan came out and attacked him, and laid him out, and this is where this match came from. He beats down Daniel Bryan a little bit more, and then we go to commercial break. Back from the break, and we have a non-title match, R-Truth versus Daniel Bryan, to open the show. So before we get to the match, which was a short match, this was just another great promo from Daniel Bryan, just expanding his evil veganness in the fact that he just wants to push like consumerism and veganness on all of us. This was just absolutely fantastic. Daniel Bryan again just showing how good he is. And this heel run for him, I'm saying already, is way better than the heel run he had when he was the World Heavyweight Champion back in, 2012, 13, something like that. This is definitely a hell of a heel run going for Daniel Bryan. And I just can't wait to see how far he can go with this and what he has in store for us as we move towards WrestleMania. But we come back from the commercial break, and R-Truth is control at the beginning of this match. Bryan runs the ropes, but Truth drops him with a kick for a 2 count. Bryan turns this and delivers a big kick. Bryan humiliates R-Truth and slaps him around, talking trash. More back and forth ends up happening between these two for a few minutes. Bryan hits 2 corner drop kicks but misses the third as Truth comes out with a big that I don't know what they call that I think it's like a clothesline or something, that spin that he does, that jump out and like spin clothesline he does. He hits a jawbreaker for a 2 count. Bryan ends up coming back. He gets out of the corner as Truth goes for a diving splash, misses that, running knee for the 1-2-3, and Daniel Bryan is your winner. After the match, Bryan is standing up and celebrating, takes the title as his music hits. Bryan exits to the ramp, but AJ Styles comes out from nowhere and attacks Daniel Bryan on the stage. Fans pop as AJ Styles unloads on Bryan and beats the hell out of him. Security breaks it up, but AJ comes back and sends Bryan into the LED board. AJ grabs a steel chair, but Bryan retreats. AJ stands tall and looks out, fired up as the fans cheer him on. I know it's just a normal champion. It's just a normal championship match at Royal Rumble. We still have 2 weeks to go after this episode of Smackdown Live. I fully expected them to have some kind of stipulation added because the match at the TLC was just a regular match. So, and this would be the 4th match that they've had. That was just a standard match. The 2 title matches on Smackdown, the one before Crown Jewel and the one before Survivor Series. Get us a match between these two that's like Falls Count Anywhere or steel tables not TLC. No, I'm sorry, like a steel cage match or something. I would say steel cage match because these two, Daniel Bryan and these two, need to be contained inside a steel cage. So I could see a cage match happening at the Royal Rumble or something. Maybe it's a submission match. They both have submission attacks. Only time will tell. We come back and we go back to the ring, and Rey Mysterio is coming out for a tag team match with him and Mustafa Ali versus Samoa Joe and John Andrade, Steven Almas. And then we go to commercial break, and everybody else on this match get a jobber entrance. Only Rey Mysterio gets a half an entrance before they go to commercial break. We come back and it's They did let us know that Zelina Vega will be in the Women's Royal Rumble. All 4 of these men are going to be in the Men's Royal Rumble. Joe starts off against Ali. They go at it. Joe backs Ali into the ropes, and they back away. Ali ducks a shot and fights back with strikes, but Joe just gets angry. Joe runs Ali over in the middle of the ring. As we move on to this match a little bit further, we have Rey Mysterio gets a 2 count. Rey ends up countering and slamming Almas face first into the mat. Ali gets the tag and keeps the offense going on Almas. This was a pretty good tag team match overall. Joe gets tagged in but sent out to the floor during some confusion. Ali drops Almas again and Almas rolls to the floor with Joe. Ali then launches himself with a springboard backflip onto both men, but Joe catches him and tosses him over his head and onto the announce table. We go to commercial break. Back from the break, and Ali is still going at it. Rey gets the hot tag and comes in to unload on Almas. Joe runs in, but Rey sends him headfirst into the top rope, then hits the seated senton. Almas comes back but for Rey, but misses. Rey counters and slams Almas on his head for a 2 count as Joe breaks it up. Rey hits the 619 on Joe. Ali comes in and hits a 450 spot, but Almas is still the legal man. Almas tangles with Ali now. Rey drops Almas in position for the 619, but he lets Ali run the ropes for a big dive onto Joe, taking Joe out. Rey goes to the 619 on Almas, but Almas catches him. Almas then drops Rey and hits the hammerlock DDT for the 1-2-3. I was thinking as soon as Rey Mysterio came out and they decided to show up the graphic who was in this match, this would be a good way for Almas to get at least a victory on SmackDown Live, and Rey Mysterio should take the pinfall. And lo and behold, Rey Mysterio takes the pinfall. Samoa Joe and Almas are your winners. Maybe this will mean momentum for something. I highly doubt it. This is just WWE giving you a 50-50 booking. So we had Samoa Joe and Almas with a much-needed win on SmackDown Live. Then we have Rusev coming out to talk about what happened last week with his wife Lana when he super kicked Shinsuke Nakamura, who had Lana on his back, and Lana fell off.
Last week, Lana, my wife, my love, my heart, she got hurt because of the selfish actions of one man, Shinsuke Nakamura. And while Lana, she's at home resting, I stand before you, but not as a United States champion.
Just drops the title on the mat. Good way to show.
Before you, not as the Bulgarian brute with the body of 1,000 Hemsworth brothers.
Really?
I stand before you as a husband. And Shinsuke, you can mess with me all you want. But once you mess with my wife, you cross a line. And you cross a line that you cannot come back from. So Shinsuke, come out here and I promise you, I am gonna break every single bone in your fragile body. And I promise I am gonna crush you.
We go to the production truck where Shinsuke Nakamura is sitting in front of a producer, somebody, one of the guys in the production truck, queuing up a video of what happened last week.
Hey, listen. You want people to believe it's my fault your wife got hurt. But you're out there with the people trying to get sympathy. But I'm in here, TV track, to prove to everyone. This is not my fault. This is your fault.
Taps him on the shoulder and play.
You crushed Lana.
You don't come to me, then I come to you. Where is the TV truck? Where is the TV truck?
Nakamura tried to play off the emotions of
Nakamura's not done yet. Insult to injury. He just walks off laughing.
One more Kinshasa knee strike. Shinsuke wants his United States title back. I just hope Lana's watching.
Definitely probably one of the best heel things that Shinsuke Nakamura has done in probably 6 or 7 months. Just coming out and coming in and destroying him and then hitting him with the Kinshasa. Yes, Shinsuke Nakamura is a heel. Shinsuke Nakamura's heel run has been hit or miss. Maybe this will be start of something good for him. I have no idea. Nakamura definitely not done with WWE. A lot of people speculating that he's going to be gone by the end of before we get to March, before we get to WrestleMania. Who knows? Maybe he'll be in the United States Championship title match. If not, he's going to be in the Battle Royal. And like I said on Unscripted a couple weeks ago, that would be how far he had fallen from the US from WrestleMania last year. It would be sad. We move on here to the US to the tag team championship opportunity for the Usos. If they win tonight, they get a tag team championship opportunity in the future. They did not say the Royal Rumble; they said in the future. Before that, we got another tribute to Mean Gene Okerlund. They played the video package from Monday Night Raw, as well as Hogan honoring Gene. And then we get our match. Sheamus starts off with Jay, and they go at it for a bit. Sheamus gets the upper hand and drops Jay with a right hand. Jay with a kick and clothesline over the top rope to the floor. Sheamus comes back in, but gets dropped for a 2 count. Jimmy and Cesaro tag in now, facing off before locking up. Cesaro takes down Uso down first. Cesaro with a shoulder block. Uso turns it back around and goes for the Rikishi splash in the corner, but Sheamus helps Cesaro get to safety on the outside. Moving on a little bit here, and this was a good match too here, but if it's the Usos and the Bar, we've seen it multiple times, which got me to question, why are the Usos getting another opportunity? Didn't the Good Brothers pin the Bar in that 8-man tag match like last week or the week before that? Where are they at? Sheamus and Jay go at it now. Jay drops Sheamus with a big right hand after running the ropes. Jay with a 2 count. Sheamus rams Jay back into the ropes, allows Cesaro to get a cheap shot, and while the referee can't see them, Sheamus drops Jay, and we go to commercial break. As we get towards the end of this match, though, it's back from break a couple minutes, like about 10 minutes later, back from break, and Cesaro has a sharpshooter on Jay. He finally makes it to the bottom rope to break it. Cesaro with another close 2 count after a big knee drop. Jay from the apron. Sheamus tags in and talks trash to the Usos. Jay then drops Cesaro off the apron and unloads on Sheamus with the headbutts. Jay goes to the top rope, but Sheamus runs up with a big knee. Sheamus gets on Jay's shoulder and climbs up to the upper for the super white noise. Jay fights out and jumps up with a kick. Cesaro tags in and comes off the top rope, but Jay hits him with a super kick out of nowhere on the way down. Beautiful looking spot. Jay slowly makes his way to the corner to tag as Cesaro tries to recover. The music suddenly hits, and out comes Mandy Rose in a towel and slippers. She looks on from the stage. Rose takes the mic and asks Jimmy to please come help her. Jimmy ignores her at first, but then turns around when she asks if she left her shorts and top in his hotel room. This prompts Sheamus to knock Jimmy off of the apron to distract him. Cesaro hits the neutralizer on Jay for the 1, 2, 3. The Bar win due to Mandy Rose's distraction. So I don't know where this Mandy Rose and Naomi thing is going to get to, but honestly, I don't see it going I don't see where the end game for this is. Like, Mandy Rose has Sonya Deville as her tag team partner, so they're going to do this entire women's tag team division. Asuka is your women's champion, and her and Naomi never made sense as a tag team. Who would Naomi have as her backup? I don't know right now. After the match, the Bar can celebrate, raise their titles until the music interrupts, and out comes The Miz. Miz gives them a grand intro and actually calls in the Bar and tells the fans to give it up for them. He comes in the ring and says, "You beat all the tag teams on Smackdown, all but one." Miz says he's here to grant the Bar an opportunity of a lifetime to put their titles on the line at the Royal Rumble against one team they have not dominated, the best team in the world. Cesaro takes the mic and knocks Miz. Cesaro says he's going to talk it over with partner Sheamus. He says, Cesaro pretty much did say that, "You think a team with daddy issues is going to beat us? Let me talk to my partner." Bro kick by Sheamus, and then we get he accepts the challenge. In the back, we see Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville backstage walking, reveals her shorts and top are under the towel. She laughs. Naomi appears and she's not happy. Naomi attacks Rose and unloads on her. Deville tries to help her, but and this is one thing that just makes no sense. Why is Naomi even being a challenge for both of these women? Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville are both there in this. Naomi starts brawling with Mandy Rose, but then she's able to fight off Sonya Deville as well. That kind of makes both of these women look absolutely weak. So what was the point of even having this? Of course, you have Jimmy Uso run up and tell them to back off, and he checks on his wife as Rose and Deville back off. I don't, again, see where this is going, and nor do I really care. Just not what we need to see. And then the last big promo of the night, we see Daniel Bryan being asked about his night, and he vows to be WWE Champion forever as he's leaving the arena.
Excuse me, Daniel. It seems like you didn't have the best of nights tonight.
I didn't have the best of nights.
Is that because a fat, ignorant, impotent man spilled mustard on my t-shirt? Is that why?
I was talking about AJ Styles.
Oh. Because AJ Styles attacked me unprovoked from behind tonight. And why? Why did he do that? Did he do it because I'm trying to change the world for the better for both his kids and mine? Did he do it because I'm filling the empty void in these people's lives in a way that he never could? Or is he simply doing it because I, Daniel Bryan, WWE champion, he is not. I do not care why Jay Styles attacked me. You think what he did tonight was vicious? You think what he did tonight was vicious? That's not vicious! That's not half as vicious as the new Daniel Bryan! People have not seen what I am capable of, but AJ Styles will see! He'll see at the Royal Rumble, and he may see before, because he will never,
The blood in his veins are boiling.
never take WWE Championship away from me, because I am fighting for a cause that's bigger than anything he has ever fought for in his life. And the new Daniel Bryan will be WWE champion.
What makes Daniel Bryan's heel work so good is the fact that he is believable. There are so many heels, especially in WWE, that they make absolutely no sense. They just sit there, especially on the main roster. NXT, NXT UK, not going to go there. 205 Live's getting the better too. They're heel because they can be. Randy Orton was a good heel in his beginning of the start of his heel run last year. It kind of fizzled out a little bit after the Jeff Hardy run, especially with his feud with Rey Mysterio. Kind of just killed everything about Randy Orton. But Daniel Bryan is believable. You can believe when he sits there and he tells you all of this consumerism stuff. You believe everything that comes out of his mouth. Daniel Bryan is definitely one of the more believable characters in all of WWE, and it just works so damn well. So Daniel Bryan again, just the intensity coming from him from that final promo of the night, that was great. Daniel Bryan is definitely just one of the more intriguing characters on the main roster, and quite honestly should be headlining. If the women's championship match between Ronda Rousey and whoever she's going to face will not be headlining, it should be Daniel Bryan versus whomever he's going to be facing. Plain and simple. Final match tonight is Carmella versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. Winner faces Asuka at the Royal Rumble. Why in the hell is Carmella in this match? Carmella won Mixed Match Challenge. Carmella is the number 30 entrant in the Women's Champion in the Women's Royal Rumble. Why the hell was she in this match in the first place? That done told you who was not winning. One of the three who was not winning this match. It made absolutely no sense to say, well, Carmella's in the match now because of X, Y, and Z. No. I don't care if she was one of the 4 champions in for Smackdown Women's Champion last year. It doesn't matter. She has her ticket in the Royal Rumble. There is no reason that she should even have a chance to go to the Royal Rumble to be the number 1 contender to face off against Asuka. The bell rings and they size each other up as the crowd starts chanting for Becky. Becky and Flair has words for... And Flair has words. Flair woos at her. They go at it, and Carmella joins in. Flair sends Becky into the floor. Carmella rolls Flair up for a 2 count. Flair rocks Carmella, but Becky comes in and nails them both. Becky clears the ring on both opponents. Becky comes off the apron and takes out Carmella again on the floor. Becky also hits Flair again and stands tall, yelling about how this is her show as we go to commercial break. Moving on a little bit longer, and Flair unloads with some chops and gets the upper hand for the exchange. Lynch comes right back in with a loose desk press. Flair counters immediately, but Carmella nails a kick to the head. Flair, Lynch, and Carmella go at it now. Carmella drops her with a flatliner. Flair and Carmella trade counters now. And I'm going to say this match was probably a little bit better than what they did at SummerSlam, because this is your SummerSlam rematch from last year's SummerSlam. This match was probably better. Carmella unlocks Flair into the code of silence submission, but that gets broken up. More back and forth in a 2 count by Carmella. Becky goes on the top, but this ends with Flair standing over Carmella and Lynch. Flair pulls them close in the corner and goes on the top for a moonsault. Stop doing the moonsault, Charlotte. We know you can do one, but you do it so piss poorly. Lynch jumps up and cuts Flair off. Flair kicks her away. Flair nails the moonsault on both opponents at the same time for a close 2 count. Flair with more pin attempts. We go to commercial. This match went on for a good while. We're going to continue on down here. Lynch works Carmella over and launches her into the barrier. Lynch brings her back into the ring, but Flair knocks her right back out with a big boot. Carmella rolls Flair up for a 2 count. Carmella blocks a figure 4. Lynch runs in for the disarm her, and Carmella, but Flair takes her out from the top with a supernatural selection. Carmella drops Flair and Lynch with a super kick, covering Lynch for a close 2 count as Flair breaks it up. Carmella yells at Flair now and smacks her in the face several times. Carmella shows frustration now. Flair gets up and drops Carmella with a big slap. Flair applies the figure 4 on Flair, on Carmella. Becky flies in with a leg drop to break it up. Becky covers Flair for a 2 count. Becky goes right into the disarm her on Flair, but Carmella breaks that up. Carmella tosses Flair out of the ring. Fans chant, "This is awesome." Now Carmella goes for the suplex, but Lynch faces her off. Flair runs in with a spear, but Carmella keeps the upper hand. Becky pulls Carmella into the disarm her out of nowhere for the tap out and the title shot at the Royal Rumble. After the match, Becky stands tall as it is confirmed that she will be facing Asuka at the Royal Rumble. After a couple replays, out comes Asuka. The man stares the Empress down as she dances in the ring. Asuka hits the corners to pose for a pop. Asuka takes the title off her waist and raises it in Becky's face as they trash talk each other, and the face-off continues as they go off the air. Why the hell is Becky Lynch getting... So the match that was named on main event 2 weeks ago is going to be happening anyway. Why? So basically, we're getting Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. Charlotte Flair is winning the Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch will not be in the Royal Rumble. So, as of right now, unless they think of something else, Becky Lynch's WrestleMania is going to be Becky Lynch versus somebody else for the Women's Championship. Or everything that was built up with Becky Lynch ends at the Royal Rumble. This was the wrong woman winning. Charlotte Flair should have won. Carmella was not winning. She's number 30 in the Women's Royal Rumble, so I don't know why the fuck she was in there. That should have been Naomi or Mandy Rose or Sonya Deville or anybody else on the roster, even Zelina Vega. I don't care. There was no way that Charlotte Flair, there was no reason that Becky Lynch should have won this match. She should have factored nowhere into the final decision of this match. This makes no sense. And Ronda Rousey, even if Ronda Rousey comes out during the Smackdown Women's Championship match and screws Becky Lynch out of the title and helps Asuka win the match, keep her title by attacking Becky Lynch and causing a DQ, I don't care. Becky Lynch is not going to be in the Royal Rumble. I'm a traditionalist when it comes to this. It's pissed me off in 2017 when Roman Reigns came out after having a Universal Championship match at number 30. I don't want to see Becky Lynch have a women's title match and then go on to the Royal Rumble to end up winning it. That's just stupid. Becky Lynch should be winning the Royal Rumble while Charlotte Flair goes up against Asuka. Asuka beats Charlotte Flair, and then we get to somewhere down the line and Charlotte Flair gets added into the women's title match at the Royal Rumble because they want to have Charlotte Flair be in this match. Now, with Charlotte Flair being not the winner and Becky Lynch winning this opportunity, Charlotte Flair is free and clear to go up against Ronda Rousey like WWE wants it to be at WrestleMania. One problem: we had that match at Survivor Series, you stupid fucks. Instead of having Asuka face off against Ronda Rousey at Survivor Series, which would have made more sense, we got Charlotte Flair. So the big entire, we're going to have Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey as the first women's main event of WrestleMania does not have the same appeal as it did before Survivor Series. Somebody in the back, you had 2.5 weeks to get this shit right, and you blow it still. This one's a head scratcher, and I see no way of them getting out of this. They had the match already set up to go for a rematch, and then the automatic rematch clauses became antiquated. So what did they do? Hey, let's have a triple threat match, and the winner goes on to the Royal Rumble, and we'll just have Becky win that by beating the third wheel and Carmella. Again, WWE drops the ball as they always do. But that was your Smackdown Live reviews for the first live episode of Monday of the 2019 year. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this show. And are you happy or pissed that Becky Lynch is not going to be in the Royal Rumble and she is going to be getting a Smackdown Live Women's Championship match and pretty much becoming non-factor in WrestleMania from here on out? But I'm going to get out of here. Find me on Twitter at TheFrance. Find me on twitch.tv/TheFrance08. This will be going up on my channel after I am done streaming on Twitch. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the NXT, the first of the last 3 sets of tapings before we get to NXT TakeOver Phoenix. Until then, my name is TheFrance. You guys have a good one, and I will see you guys later.